Hey guys, I'm Sammy, and today we are going to make some pistachio pinwheels. It's kind of like a shortbread dough, and we're going to make an almond flavor, and then we're going to make a pistachio flavor. We're going to roll those two up together, we're going to cut it and bake. It's going to be super good. Let's go ahead and get started. Here are the ingredients that you're going to need to bake these pistachio pinwheel cookies. We are going to need some almond flour, some powdered sugar, some regular wheat flour, some blanched pistachios, we have 2 egg yolks, and we have butter cut into little cubes at room temperature. We are also going to need some salt, some almond extract, and then to mix the dough today, you're either going to need a food processor or a blender. To kick things off, we first need to grind down our pistachios. So we are going to take our pistachios, we're going to add them to, again, either a blender or a food processor. And then we're gonna pulse them just to grind them up, but not so much that they form into a paste. We're just about there, let me check. Okay. This needs a little bit more here. All right, I would say that looks about right. We are then going to just pour these back into the bowl, and then we're gonna set that aside until later. Next up, we are gonna add to the same blender or processor without needing to wash it, the butter and the powdered sugar, and we're gonna process that together until it gets smooth and creamy. Start with our powdered sugar. And then in goes our butter. Now that we've got everything down and in there, let's put the top on, and then let's start to blend. I'm gonna start with just a couple pulses, make sure everything gets mixed together nicely, and then I'm gonna turn it on low speed and just let it do its thing. You might occasionally have to stop like I am to kind of scrape down the sides, make sure, again, everything gets nice and blended in together. Now we're gonna add our 2 egg yolks, our almond extract, and then we're gonna blend all that together again. So we'll start with our 2 egg yolks, and then we have a half a teaspoon of almond extract going in. We'll pop the top back on, and we will blend again. That is looking good. So now we are gonna add our flour and our salt, and we are gonna combine that one more time. We're gonna add half a teaspoon of salt here. And then we're gonna add our flour. One more time here in the blender or food processor. Start to just pulse this together, make sure that flour. Now we're gonna transfer our dough into a bowl, and then we're gonna start to add the 2 different flavorings. Now we're gonna keep about 2/3 of the dough in this bowl. We're gonna transfer about 1/3 to the smaller bowl, which we will work with in a bit. So just gonna do that right now. Right about that. Now we're gonna mix in our almond flour into this dough. So this will be the almond side of the dough. That one will be for our pistachio. So we're just gonna add all of this in here. We're just gonna mix it with this spatula. All right, I'm just gonna get in there actually for the rest of this and just mix it with my hands, make sure it all kind of forms a uniform dough. So, do that. All right, that is looking good. Next, we are going to take our almond dough and scrape it out onto some parchment paper. Oh, got it in a nice blob here. So I don't even need that. First, I'm just gonna press it down with my hands, kind of make a general rectangle shape. And then I'm gonna take a rolling pin to it. So just work work our way with it. It's a bit crumbly. We're gonna go for ultimately like a rectangle shape, so I'm just trying to make sure. Kind of setting that up. I'm gonna put one more layer of parchment paper on top, and then I'm gonna hit it with a rolling pin. And ultimately, the dimensions that we're going for, we're gonna do 12 inches long by 8. So I have a ruler nearby, just to make sure we are exact. And start doing this. So let's just see where we're looking, measurement-wise. I would say, for my level of rolling pin skills, that is about as good as it is gonna get. All right, I'm gonna cover it back with the parchment paper, and then I'm gonna put this in the fridge to rest and kind of cool down. Okay, now we are gonna add the remainder of our dough and the pistachios back into the food processor, blender, whatever you got, and then we're gonna blend that together, just like only a few pulses, just to make sure it's all combined. First, I'm just gonna kind of evenly spread out this pistachio mixture. That is feeling pretty good. All right, now we're gonna take this and put it back in the refrigerator and let it chill and kind of firm up for at least 1 hour. Just gonna go back like this. Now we're gonna take our nicely chilled dough and we're gonna roll it in some sugar, just enough to coat the outsides. Final step, we are gonna cut our cookies. We're gonna start by cutting this log that we have in half, roughly half, you know, not perfect. Then cookie pieces, we can still, you know, mold those together and bake them sort of quarter. Okay. First round done. Let's do these ones quickly. Trying to make sure I weld the edges together. And here we go. All right, our cookies have been baking for about 17 minutes actually, anywhere from 15 to 20. They're starting to look a little golden on the edges. And they don't look too bad. Some of them are a little fun looking and some of them don't look too bad. So we'll see how they taste after they cool down. All right guys, our cookies have cooled. They look, maybe not professional level, but I feel like they're gonna taste good. So we are just gonna go for it. Again, these are pistachio pinwheels. Let's see how they taste. That's really good. Chew. That is like a really good balance of the almond and the pistachio. Not too sweet of a cookie, and it was a journey, but we made it, and these are delicious. So thank you guys so much. I will see you next time. You like that?